Hello everyone, it's the 12th of February and I'm in the pot shed today. Another reasonably nice day today in Exeter. We have had some showers, but it's not been as bad as what it has been lately. So today I'm going to pot on my chilies and aubergines, and I'm going to start off my sweet peas. And what else? I'll let you have a look at my potato for the single seed potato challenge 2026 this year. So let's start off with putting on the chilies and aubergines. Okay, so these are my aubergines and peppers and chili peppers. So got a bit of a mixed germination here. The sweet peppers, California Wonder. I've got 5 or 6 germinations in that. That must have been a slow one. But I've got quite good germination on the tiger jalapenos. They're looking quite good. And I think I've got 4 aubergines. I've also got 3 heavenly facing angel chilies, which I stuck in, found an empty bar packet with, I think there was 4 seeds when I found it. So I'm going to get them potted on. I'm just going to use these small pots, and the compost is just the compost mix I made the other day. It's sieve compost from my compost bin and some vermiculite. So now the trick about transplanting plants is to never hold them by the stem. Always hold them by the leaves, because if you crush a stem, that's it, it's game over. But if you pull a leaf off, then it will quite often grow more leaves. These ones have been a little bit stubborn to come out. Let's see if I can use this tool to get them out. It's a little bit better. There's a worm that can go outside. So these are the heavenly facing angel chili peppers. I think they're like not quite a bird's eye, slightly bigger, but they're one of these ones where the chilies don't hang down, they point up away to the sky, hence the name. I'll go in carefully holding it by the leaves and all the roots. Put it in there, firm it down. I can add a little bit more compost on the top of that one, and that's that one done. So I'll just stick that there, and the reason I'm doing this now is I don't want them to grow too big and get the roots all entwined and risk damaging them to get them out. And these will have to go back indoors into a warm environment and under grow lamps. So I've got quite a few things on the go at the minute. I'll show you the broad beans. They were the ones that I done last week. In fact, yes, a week ago. And they actually came up within about 4 days. So that was quite good. Not all of them are up. There's I think there's about 3 or 4 that didn't come up, but quite good germination all the same. And I've got labels for them. Well, they can have that label, and I've got labels in one of my pockets. Oh, there they are. I've just called it HFA, Heavenly Facing Angel, and that date's wrong because that's not the date that they were sown. But not to matter, I've got the date on the other one. So I'll just label them. What I'll do is I'll give them a water, or I'll put them in a water bath, and I shall take them back indoors and put them under the grow lamps again. So yeah, quite a good day at the allotment yesterday. I was going to go out and do things today, but it's took me a bit longer than I thought to get this far. So I need 5 for the California Wonders. Once you get started doing these things, it's, tell you the truth, it's getting everything ready for filming it. It takes the time. Then I started changing my camera settings to switch on the light for the camera, and I went down a rabbit hole with the wrong settings. So it took me a while to get to the settings that I wanted, but yeah, I've got plenty of time. Right, let's tease these out. These are looking quite good actually. These were sown on the 13th, so not 13th of January, so not even a month ago. See if I can tease that down a little bit more. And that's one of them done. See if I can go a little bit deeper. So I've got the leeks out there. We're going to have a seed swap at the allotment in about a month's time. So I'm going to plant these leeks into a bigger planter, which I've also put some fish blood and bone into, and see if we can get some rapid growth on these, on the leeks, in time for the seed swap, so I can pass a few on. So the leeks are looking good actually. I'll show you them once I get sorted in here. I was going to do some peas, but I can't find my peas. I thought I had a big jar of peas somewhere, and I have. I'm sure I have. But I can't find them anywhere. So I might, once I finish up here, I might take a run down to B&Q and get some peas and put them in my other root trainer. I've got a root trainer here set up already for the sweet peas, but I do like some fresh peas myself. So other things going on at the minute. As I said, I was up at the allotment yesterday. Got a little bit of tidying done, some of the beds tidied over, took up the last of the parsnips and the beetroot, tidied all the beds up, and by then it was looking like it was going to start raining again. It was about 2:30. I'd been there for over 4 hours, or just over 4 hours actually. So I decided to come home. But Saturday's looking a good day, so if I go up I'll help Delilah if she's got anything that needs done, and I'll do some of my own, see if I can, yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to plant radishes in where the parsnips were. So that's all them done. I have got labels, just abbreviated to Cal 1. I don't think I've got enough labels. Anyway, I'll do what I've got and I'll do the rest after I finish filming. That's good, I've got 6 of them. I only thought I had 5. Let's take that off. I've got a spare label. Now, I was quite surprised with the aubergine. I got quite good. They germinated quite quickly and they grew quite well. 2 of them died off from dampening, as I think the soil was too wet. Oh, there's another one. So I replanted 2 more seeds and they've come up. Obviously not as big as the other ones, but I'll show you them now. So I've been using little yellow fly papers to combat the fungus gnats. So that's one there, it's quite a good size. This was on the 13th of the 1st as well. So let's use these ones. If I put things in different colour pots, then it might make it easier for me to track what's going where. Just try and knock some of the compost off. I'm trying to be careful and hold it by the leaves as I do this. As I said, if you damage the stem, then that's it's game over, and I don't want to lose a whole month's worth of growth. The root ball on this one's quite big actually. That's better. So that's one. I think that was a... No, it wasn't. Can't be. I was going to say I thought that was a jalapeno, but it's not. It's not even close. And I've never grown jalapenos, aubergines before, but this compost that it was in feels a little bit wet, but it seems to be growing okay. I don't think I've got any more pots that size here. What have I got? I'll use these. Up. The wind's just cut the door a little and blown it open. As I said, these are probably a few weeks. I don't even think that's going to take. We'll try it. I better mark that one because it'll be difficult to know where it is. It's so small. The sun's come out again. Nice. As you can see, these last two were ones that had to re-sow, and they're quite far behind. They're only a couple of weeks behind, but they're quite far behind on growth. So it seems like once they get going, they do really well. You know, they grow really quickly. So that looks like a tomato to me. That's not a chilli, that's a tomato. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to put these in these round pots, so hopefully I won't get them mixed up with the California window. I think I'd done that last year. I think mind you, I didn't do very well. Some problem last year. The plants were doing really well. Then we got all that hot weather, and they just seemed to stop. They just gave up, and I didn't actually get any fruit until, well, it was after August. It was, you know, it was, and by the time the fruit started coming, they were so small. I don't even think I picked them. I think I just composted them. They were tiny. What I'll do is I'll take most of this compost out and just set that big root ball there. And that's a jalapeno tiger. I can go there. Now I wonder what this tomato seed is. And I wonder how it got. Could have been in the could have been in the compost, but I would have thought it would have sprouted, because I haven't sown any tomato seeds since last year, and I don't put tomatoes in my compost if I can help it, because the last thing I want to do is have tomato plants popping up everywhere all over the plot. Tomatoes are quite easy to germinate. The seeds are very robust, and they just need a little bit of heat to get them going. But they'll survive, you know, being in the compost bin, and although I've broke the stem on that one, as you can see, so that's not going to work anyway. But yeah, the seeds are quite hardy, and as I say, they'll survive in the compost bin quite easily. Now we had, after the last storm, we had one of the allotment tiers down at the bottom. He said he knew there was a soak away near the path, and him and a few other allotment tiers over last weekend, they managed to find it and dig it out and clear it. So there's a very good chance that we might not get the same flooding problems that we've had in the past, now that this soak away has been cleared out. So yes, so some good news. I mean, it must have been an old timer that knew that it was there, because that road's been flooding for as long as I can remember. So it must have been someone that had previous knowledge of it that knew the soak away was there. Got a good sized root ball on it. So get these done, then we'll do the sweet peas, then I'll show you the broad beans and the leeks. What's this one? Jalapeno tiger, that's it. Right, so these are all jalapeno tigers. Over in this one I've got 4 aubergines, 6 California wonder, and 3 heavenly facing angels. And this is where my sweet peas are going to go. I filled this up before I started filming. And this is just compost out the compost bin. It hasn't been sifted, and I haven't added vermiculite. Now, for me, peas is quite a coarse seed. Well, it's quite a big seed, so I don't think they need such finely sifted compost. So I'm sure these will take. Now these are sweet peas heaven scent mix. They're from Premier Seeds Direct, and there should be 45 seeds in this packet. So I've got 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. I've got 32 seed trays. You know, I'll put 2 in each one. That's the rain back on again. It's not as much as what it was. It's little showers, but it's enough to make working outside a bit of a chore. I don't know whether you can see that. I'll just be putting 2 in each cell. So I have got other flowers. I keep saying every year that I should do more flowers, and I never get round to it by the time I'm too busy sowing vegetables that by the time I think about it, it's often too late. Ali from My Rusty Garden, she's got a fantastic garden during the summer. It's so many flowers as well as all her vegetables. It's yeah, it's quite a nice sight. So I was up seeing my twin sister just before Christmas, and we went through her seed collection because she's got masses of seeds, and she gave me some nice sunflower seeds, so I'm going to try them. She gave me some other flower seeds, but I can't remember what they are at the minute. So how many is this going to take? Well, it depends on how many seeds, whether it's 45 dead or sometimes you get more, sometimes you get less. I'm just going to do the whole packet. What I can do is that once the flowers start dying back, I can save the seeds, and that way I should have plenty for next year. Yeah, I try to save seeds whenever I can, because then at least you know they grow. I'll put 3 in that one, so 8, 20, 22, yeah, exactly 45 seeds. Now, I'll take these indoors. I can go in the bin. Just let me get some compost. Oh, it's quite heavy, the rain now. Yeah, these will come indoor, as they'll germinate a lot quicker with a bit of heat. But I think I'll be taking the broad beans up to the allotment and putting them in my cold frame at the weekend. That should be warm enough for them. I think this might be the last year I use these ones. They're beginning to get a bit unsteady, a bit brittle. These seed trainers. 2, 4, 5. That one. what's the last one? So I've got, shouldn't have filled those ones in. You know what, I've got some 1-2 seeds I found. Sorry, I found a bag with some seeds in it, and it said 1-2 on the bag. I don't know whether they are 1-2 or what they are really, but what I'll do is these empty cells here, I'll put the 1-2 in there and see how we get on. Okay, let's have a quick look at the potatoes I'm growing this year. I've got a tray here of potatoes that were green potatoes from last year, and they're a mixture, I'm not quite sure what's what. So let's have a look and I'll show you what state they're in at the minute. So let's get a little bit closer. These ones were from the single seed potato challenge last year. Condor, I think they were. And these are a mixture of, well, I know that's a Cara, but some of them was from a volunteer, like this big one. So I'll just stuck them all in here to see if they chip. And if they do, I'll be putting them in the ground. Ones as small as this. What I'll do is I'll do a big line of small potatoes. And if we get anything, we get something. If we don't, no problem. I might get some more earlies at the allotment at the weekend, because I don't know if any of these are earlies. This is the single seed potato challenge that Steve from Digwell Green Fingers organises every year. And this is the potato he sent me. Not the biggest potato, but it's a potato. Interesting. So I can see a couple of chits on it right there. There may be a couple up there. So I'll leave this out here with the others and see how it gets on. It just needs somewhere light and cool. Now I don't want to put them in the conservatory this year because Pips bought a dehumidifier to help get the wash and dry. And it just sucks all the moisture out of everything. So this is going to be, I think this is going to be a better environment for them. So here's the reels. It's sponsored again by the Jameson's brothers, so thank you to them. And thank you to Steve at Digwell Green Fingers for organising it all and posting everything out. So here it is, the spud of your dreams. Have a quick look at the rules below, and please remember to include the hashtag SSPC 2026 in any video title. The abridged rules. Submit one video of the planting of the potato, either with or without showing the cutting of the pieces. Feel free to film and show your progress throughout the year. Submit one video of the harvest by the 31st of October without revealing the weight, and send the weights to Steve. Film the videos in landscape format. What's with your phone on the side. And the potatoes are to be grown outdoors but can be started indoors. Well, that's good. Well, I'm going to have to do this quickly because it's raining. These are the broad beans that I sowed last week. As you can see, almost all of them are up. And next door to it is the leeks. So I'm going to put the leeks into that bed there. I've put some fish blood and bone in it. So I'm going to do this quickly. Well, that didn't work as well as I thought it was going to work, but they're in now, so hopefully they'll take off. I'm going to call it a day here from here. I'm going to head down to B&Q, get some peas, but hopefully I'll see you at the weekend at the allotment.